My name is Diyashini and I'm from India.
My name is Di Bao and I'm come from mainland China.
I'm Amana and I'm from Iran.
I'm Junaid Denston and I'm from a small town called Grahamstown. Well, previously known as Grahamstown, it's now called Makanda in South Africa. So it's basically situated in the Eastern Cape province.
I'm doing my master's in educational theory at Malmö University.
I'm studying urban studies in Malmö University, the urban studies master program.
I'm a master's student in urban studies.
So currently I'm doing a filmmaking one course on an exchange program. But next term I'll be doing a course called socially engaged research, predominantly more for my master's in South Africa.
My first impressions were that it's such a bike-friendly city. Yeah, no matter whether it's raining or snowing, people are always on their bikes. Yeah.
To me, Malmö is a really just to the size city. It's not so big as the metropolitan city and it's not so small. You can wander in it very easily, and also there are many events happens here. So it's very excited for me.
You know what? As an urban student, the first thing that really impressed me in Malmö was the urban environment, which completely dominated with people and bicycle rather than car. And it was so interesting for me.
Oh, Malmö, cultural shock, definitely. It's way more colder than the winter in South Africa. So that was kind of like a huge shock to me. But I think I'm slightly feeding in by now.
The most surprising thing was how multicultural the city is, and also it's such a blend of modern buildings and historical buildings. Yeah.
Well, I didn't expect it that the football match culture is so large event in Malmö, because I'm not a good fan, a very large fan in football, but when I was here at the first time, I saw people really yelled and also crowded for the football match and rooted for the Malmö FF. That has really surprised me.
The first thing was that I could find every Persian ingredient here, and it's helped me to don't miss my home. And yeah.
Bicycles. That is also another cultural shock, because usually in South Africa there are obviously bicycles, but you don't see a lot of people with bicycles. Normally just a lot of taxis, cars, whatever going around. But the bicycles, is kind of a shocking thing.
My favorite thing about the university is the Orkanon library. It's also because I spend most of my time there, and it has such beautiful views over the city and of the waterfront. It's a really nice place to sit and study.
There are several things I really appreciate in Malmö University. The first is the location. It's located perfectly in the city center of Malmö, and it is very convenient that you can go everywhere from the city center. And also the Niagara and also the Orkanon, the library, the services are very good there, because for me, my writing skills are not so good, and the library offers very good writing tips and writing workshop for you. You can participate in.
In my opinion, both building, Niagara and Orkanon, it's really well equipped. There is lots of pantry, that is oven, microwave, and a fridge here. You can stay here from morning till evening, and it's a really comfortable environment to study here for a long time.
Not gonna lie, my favorite thing is its diversity. I've actually met quite a lot of people from different countries. It's quite similar to my university where I'm from, at Rhodes University. But I love diversity so much. Even the place that I live at in Ronan Garden, I've met quite a lot of people from different countries, and I will always cherish diversity.
Yeah. I love the meatballs, and initially I thought the lingonberry jam would not go so well with it, but it was such a surprising combination and it's really delicious.
Yes, I think because it's like there is IKEA worldwide, so we are very familiar with this. It's also very popular food in China.
Definitely, yes.
To be honest, I haven't tasted them.
For real?
I haven't at all. And that's actually something I'm looking forward to, you know.
Okay, so I have a monthly ticket for the Malmö city zone, and during my free time, I just hop onto the bus, which I have never taken before, and it's such a nice way to explore the city. So randomly, I get onto some bus, and it takes me wherever it has to go.
Exploring nature, parks, seaside, it's my favorite activities. And you know what? Malmö, it's famous for its parks, and it call it City of the Park, by the mistake.
Definitely walking around, you know, just doing a bit of sightseeing, you know, looking at different buildings, different areas, you know. Hopefully I don't get lost again as I usually do. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite thing, or at least one of my favorite things. You know.
Okay, so I have started to believe in the Swedish saying of there is no bad weather and only bad clothing. Because before moving to Sweden, I think weather was an excuse to not to go out, but now I'm like, okay, there's no bad weather.
Fika, definitely. It is very Swedish, very traditional Swedish culture, and really teaches me a lesson to be lagom, to be very balanced in work, study, and your life, and also to enjoy your time for a tea and a good social talking, communication. That is really good.
Obviously, fika. I'm really embarrassed with Swedish cake and coffee break, and I really like it.
The most Swedish thing. Funny enough, I just came here with a bus now. So I think my first few times I got on the bus for free, which is actually a crime, but like I didn't know how to pay. And like every time I asked people, how do I pay? No one spoke English at that specific moment. So that was the most Swedish thing I did, I guess.
Klatkaka. I think it's so delicious. I've never had anything like that before. So yeah, I'd like to take that back to India.
For me, it's definitely semla. Because semla, it's really special. When I was not here, I thought it was a regular creamy poof like in the French pastries. But when I was in Malmö, I started to know there is a day about the dessert, the pantry, and people celebrate for it. And there are many different kinds of semla in Malmö and in the whole Sweden. And also the semla and other Swedish pastries are going to be very popular currently in the large cities in China, like in Shanghai and my city, Shenzhen. So I will definitely bring some semla from different local pastries in Malmö to my friends. That's really nice and very tasty.
I could bring from the food and dessert, definitely cannelbulle, cinnamon bun. But it comes to the concept of lifestyle, I could say lagom, which means being moderate and balanced in every aspect of the life.
Probably the snow. No, I'm kidding. But I would probably, you know, want to buy like a Swedish flag, like a small flag, and just take it with me, and you know, cherish all the memories that I've, you know, that I have so far here.
Yes, and it was really surprising because I have never heard of days dedicated to pastries before. And I think my most favorite memory is the cinnamon bun day, because my professors, they got cinnamons for everyone in the class, and I was like, oh, that's such a sweet gesture. Yeah, so, and I think the day for semla is coming up right now. Yeah.
Yeah. It surprised me at first glance, but I think it's really fun and really enjoyable to like enjoy food with different people here, especially in Malmö. This is a really globally known city and very international atmosphere here. You can find like food from every corner from the world in the city.
Yes, and it's really interesting that I realized there is a specific day for every sweets, and people eat specific sweets in that days.
Not at all. It's actually my first time hearing it, but when? What day is it? I don't know. When?